Crypto markets today, Bitcoin surges above $22,000, Genesis has over $5 billion in liabilities. Also, Bitcoin rose 6% to trade at $22,300. Ether was also trading up by 5% to $1,640. Equities closed up. Crypto lending firm Genesis held $5.1 billion in liabilities in the weeks following its freeze on withdrawals in November, according to bankruptcy court documents signed by interim CEO Darar Islam. In a first-day motion in the U.S. Bankruptcy Court for the Southern District of New York, Islam provided a breakdown of Genesis' financial state heading into its restructuring. Genesis became the latest crypto firm caught up in the immediate fallout of FTX's implosion, with three of its entities, Genesis Holdco, Genesis Global Capital LLC and Genesis Asia Pacific Pte. Ltd., filing for Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection late Thursday. Those entities were perhaps less affected by direct losses to FTX and sister company Alameda than by the run on the bank that Islam said their collapse sparked. Customers demanded Genesis repay $827 million in loans, forcing its lending units to freeze withdrawals. At the same time, Holdco's corporate parent, Digital Currency Group, DCG, and its various subsidiaries, including DCG International Investments Limited, were also impacted by the market turmoil and did not have the liquidity to pay back the company on certain loans, adding pressure to the debtors' balance sheets, Islam said. DCG is also the parent of CoinDesk. At least part of the liquidity crunch began months earlier thanks to Genesis' $1.2 billion loss to crypto hedge fund Three Arrows Capital, 3AC, which collapsed in the summer of 2022. That loss came out of the Genesis Asia Pacific unit, that also filed for bankruptcy, which managed Genesis' lending relationship with 3AC. At the time of 3AC going under, Genesis had $2.4 billion in outstanding loans to the fund, of which Genesis was able to recover just half, according to the filing. DCG last year assumed much of that exposure, swapping a 10-year promissory note in exchange for Genesis' $1.2 billion in claims against 3AC. That note is now at the center of DCG's public spat with crypto exchange Gemini over the exchange's yield product earn, with Gemini being Genesis' largest creditor at more than $700 million. Are you enjoying the content of Green Crypto? Please subscribe button for informative video in this channel.